AVN Spotlight. My name's Emma. I'm one of the practice growth experts, and I'm pleased that today Andrea, another one of the practice growth experts, is here to join me. And today we're not going to talk about a resource as in a resource that's in System Builder. We're going to talk about a resource that you have available to you as part of an AVN membership, and that's us as practice growth experts. So Andrea, would you like to share a bit of what you do as a practice growth expert and actually how you help members?
Okay, Emma. It can vary depending on what the member needs or wants from us at that time. So it starts obviously based around the roadmaps, and as you know, we've got some fabulous results with people using the roadmaps and really sticking to the things that are in there. A lot depends on where they are on their journey and what they need. Sometimes it's a bit of hand-holding through a difficult period, through maybe some team issues. Sometimes it's setting of sort of objectives and tasks that you want to do and pushing people. Sometimes it's working with the team on a wider issue. Sometimes it's getting an AVN resource out there and working through it with them. It can vary, and we can cover 2 or 3 things on a call. What really works for me is after the call, if people actually do some work on them and then feedback to me before we next speak, because I think we can get some real traction. And when people are doing that, you really start to fly, because otherwise it becomes very one way. And I think the more work that they're able to put in on the way, the more we're able to then do with them on the next call.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's a relationship between it, and the value really is us holding you to account to make sure that you do things, because so much of stuff gets in the way. And when you talk to us, what I find in my calls, what you're talking to me about is really important things. There's real strategic things, that upper quartile stuff that often gets left. But we talk about that, don't we? And the big issues, and the challenges you're facing, and we try and break them down into small, easy steps.
Absolutely.
That you can manage to do, but then hold you accountable to doing them. Because if they are important to you, they need to get done. And so, just like you, I think what happens is when we have the calls and we talk about what's going on, and it'll either be around the roadmaps if you're working on that, or like you said, it could be on issues that they're currently facing. But at the end of that, the important thing is for you to set your actions. And I always say, what actions have you written down that you want me to hold you accountable for? And then I take a copy of that. And then that's always part of, I often email that, I'm sure you do as well, email those actions to you, or to the members. And then that is the structure of the very beginning of the next call. It's like, okay, what did you do? What didn't you do? What got in the way? What have been the challenges? What have been the great things that have happened? Because we're not very good at patting ourselves on the back about the good stuff and reminding ourselves of the good stuff, and trying to make sure that you remember that you are making progress with things, because often all you ever see is that to-do list, and that to-do list gets longer and longer and longer. And I like to tell people, actually, look, you've ticked some of this off. You think about where you were 3 months ago and where we are now, and remember, remind yourself, because that's important too, isn't it, to celebrate those wins.
You forget how far you've come, and you forget how far your team have come. And even if in line with that you only just do a benchmark on yourself once a year, if you do a simple run chart of your profit month by month, stick it in Excel, you can start to see where these things are making a difference. But you need to see the cumulative of it as you're going along.
Yeah, I think that's true. And I mean, of course, the other things as practice growth experts we do is, we do run events, we do some training, we are available for the masterclass and for all the roadmap events. And that means you get to meet us face to face. We get to talk about you personally, what's going on. Andrea and I also run team events. So, Andrea's got a great system for us to run where we can help get your team all engaged with the vision. And we're going and leave that event with the team engaged, and they have agreed, or normally they've set the actions that will move the business forward. And that's a really valuable day, I think.
It turns strategy into actions, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think perhaps that's a good way of summing up what we do, don't we? We help you think about the strategy, we help you work out what are the issues, and then we help you turn them into actions, and we hold you accountable to make that happen.
Yeah, no, good point, Emma.
Brilliant. Would you like to add anything else?
No, I think you're spot on there. I think it's, don't just see your practice growth expert as somebody to have a nice chat with. We work with you, we coach with you, we mentor with you, we train you, and it's working on those 3 elements. We're able to give you something unique, and we're also able to plug that into your team, because there's not that many coaches that will actually coach the whole of a business. They'll coach a person, but they won't coach all of a business, and I think AVN gives you something unique in doing that.
Yeah, and I think also because, as you can tell, we talk to each other all the time, we're sharing stories of what's worked and what hasn't. So across the whole AVN membership, we can we learn, and then we share with you real experience of doing these things that we're talking about, and put you in contact with other firms that we think actually they could help you and support you and show you that it is possible, or help you avoid the pitfalls of trying new things. So
yeah,
it's good to have all that whole wealth of information and support behind you as well, because I don't know about you, but I feel that the AVN membership are some of the most generous people I have ever come across as far as sharing knowledge and information and support.
Definitely. I mean, you only see that on the closed Facebook page, the conversations that take place, and the conversations that take place after the initial contact on there is sometimes amazing. You hear some great stories.
Yeah. So as Anu said, remember that we're here as Practice Growth Experts to support you and your team. We're here obviously in our monthly calls, but at the end of the phone, on emails, to support you, to make sure you get the best out of AVN and that you get to wherever your goals are. That's our aim, isn't it? To help you move towards your goals.
Absolutely.
Thanks for your time today. I hope we get to see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.